All right, what is up, guys? I'm gonna go over the things you need to know when you're gonna advertise. Okay, when you're gonna advertise on Amazon, what do you need to know? All right, so if you go here, I did have this Medium post, which there'll be a post to at the bottom of this video, and it is just a beginner's guide to Amazon PPC, a glossary, all the things you need to know. This is pretty important, guys. I'm gonna go over these and I'm gonna show you on Amazon what that actually looks like. All right, so let's just start off. And welcome to this training. All right, so Amazon PPC. Now, what do people mean when they say Amazon PPC? So yes, it is pay per click, and general term used to describe all things related to Amazon's advertising. Now, the reason I'm going over this is because it's actually not a proper term. Amazon does not use this term. If you go to Amazon, they call it different things. They'll call it Amazon advertising or Amazon sponsored products because they're sponsoring the products. They don't actually say this, so it's kind of just people have adopted this term. But that's what they mean. They mean kind of all advertising. And sometimes they mean specifically, if you're searching banana slicer, it'll be this one sponsored right here. Amazon PPC sometimes means this part, but normally it just means all of Amazon. And then basically why it's called that is because every click you pay. So here, if I click right here, they pay for that right here. It says sponsor. If I click here, they pay for that up here. So sponsored as well. So you pay Amazon, okay? And then, I'm good at Amazon PPC. How much are you spending on Amazon PPC? Or how much are you spending on PPC? See that as well. Okay, cool. Budget. Pretty simple, pretty basic English word. Yeah, and it's just how much you're willing to spend per day. Now you can have a budget on your entire account, or you can have a budget just for one ad or one group of ads. So what I'm going to show here basically is that your budget, a lot of times it's later on we'll go into a campaign, but it's either by campaign they have a budget, or you can set a budget on your entire account. Cool, pretty simple. Impression. Okay, an impression is just when your ad shows up. Okay, so I will show you what that looks like. This is an impression right here. It showed up. Nobody clicked. Okay, cool. You don't actually pay for impressions, but right here, these also got impressions down here too. This is an impression. Boom, 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 boom. Now, whether or not they count it when it shows up at the bottom and it's not on the page, or if he shows up a little bit, that, honestly, I don't know. I think if it shows up on the page, it counts. But that's just my thought. Like down here, even if I didn't scroll down, those would have impressions because they were still like showing up on the page. Probably shouldn't be that way. I'm not gonna dive deeper because it's not that important. The point is it's showing up, right? Cool. Okay, click. This is when a person clicks onto your ad. So if I go here and let's say right now this is the sponsored one, but if I click into here, that would have been a click if that was an ad. Okay, obviously it's a regular click, but you pay for every click. So when you click on ad, there you go. And then just as a note, Amazon does have a software and or a lot of algorithms and various stuff. And if they identify that the click is fake, they take it off and they say takes to what three days or so. After 3 days, they assume they checked for all the fake stuff, and they take any ones that they find are invalid or fraud, and they don't charge you for it. Now if they do miss it, I've gotten back like $1,000 from Amazon because I saw them like that definitely is not real. I showed it to them, they agreed, they gave me $1,000. So hey, that's Amazon. Okay, so click-through rate. So this is okay. So now you have impression and you have click. Okay, one shows up. This said impressions, and when you click, that's it. Now, click-through rate is the shoppers or the customers. What percentage of them are clicking on your ad? Okay, so it's clicks divided by impressions. So honestly, a lot of different types of ads have different click-through rates. But let's say for this one right here, this person had banana slicer and he had this little strawberry thing here. I am assuming this click-through rate is extremely low. You'll probably have to show this to maybe, I don't know, 5 or 10,000 people to get a click. So then you could put here what it means. So it's, 1 divided by, 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? Alrighty, 10,000. So this would be that the click would be, here's 1%. So it's 0.1%, 0.01% click-through rate if 1 out of 10,000 people saw it. Now, a lot of the times, I'm not going to go into it more. Okay. So they just love a higher click-through rate. Okay. Because if you realize they want to make the most amount of money for every single position. That's Amazon's job. That's what they're trying to do. So if I search banana slicer, you can see that right here, like this product I think is a fake. Not a lot of people buy this product, to be honest. Like, it's one of the reasons I use it. It's just funny. But this is not a banana slicer at all. I don't even know what this is. A sausage shredder. Okay. This guy's not getting a lot of clicks, but he's probably putting a big budget on there. Okay. Most of the time there's more. There's like 3 sponsored ads. But right here, this space is not earning Amazon any money because no one's clicking on it. And this one actually, if you, I think, refresh enough times, or if you go here on certain times, there is no ad here. They have 0 ads. Now, why would Amazon not put an ad? It's because no one's clicking on it. No, none of these guys are spending money. They're not up here. It's kind of a fake one. If you go to anything like a real thing, like, iPad case, right? You'll see they put 3 sponsored ads. Boom, boom, boom. The reason that the other one didn't have it is because they're not making money. Okay, because you show these right now to like 1,000 people. From those 1,000 people, several of them clicked here, several of them clicked here, several of them clicked here, right? And so that space is making money for them, not only from the sale, but also from the ad. Now, if your click-through rate is extremely low, you're taking up that space. Now, people don't click on you. Amazon doesn't like it. Okay, I'm going very deep into this. This is clicks divided by impressions. And if you have a better click-through rate, they give you cheaper clicks. Okay, imagine if this thing showed up 10 times and 5 out of 10 times they click here. Well, all they had to do is put this thing here 10 times and they just got $20 from me or whatever. If I'm spending $4 a click or something. Okay. So if it doesn't have a high click-through rate, they charge you more money because they want to get a similar money for every time this shows up, every impression. They get an impression, boom, boom, boom. That space is valuable to them because really this product, now again, here and here it's the same, but this Moco case, whatever, probably sells more people than this case. That's why they're at the top here for this particular keyword, okay? But why are they showing this person here? Because now they get money not only when the person buys, but when the person clicks. And not every person that clicks will buy. Okay, I'm done with that. Spend. The amount of money Amazon's charging for clicks, that's very easy. And you'll see that, like if you go here, this is the Samurai Seller dashboard, but you can see spend is right here. Okay, pretty simple. In the last 7 days, this campaign right here spent $300. Okay, good. Cost per click. The average amount you paid for each click on an ad. And this is Amazon's definition. So, and again, you will see this as, let's say, cost per click, CPC right here. And so, like say you got 10 clicks, you spent $2 on a few of them, $4 on some of them, and then your average was $3, then your cost per click is $3. Pretty simple. Orders. Okay, this is the number of orders Amazon submitted after clicking on your ads. That is an Amazon definition. And so here we call it conversions, not orders, because I think it makes more sense, but it's fine. Like on Amazon Seller Central, where you could get it directly from Amazon, they call it orders. It's just how many orders, okay? And then say, not to be confused with the units, okay? So the thing is that a person can, have one order and they buy 10 things, okay? So this is just the number of orders. Okay, sales. Total dollar value of sales due to a certain ad. Okay, this is an important one, okay? It's how many sales that ad was responsible for according to Amazon. Okay, Amazon attributes a sale to an ad if the customer buys a certain time after they click on your ad. So it changes. Okay, this changes because in some cases it's 7 days, some cases it's 14 days, some cases it's 30 days. But the point is, person clicks on your ad right now. So I decide, let's say this is an ad. I don't want to spend these guys money, so I'm going to just click on this one. If I click here, add it to my cart, right? Now, I don't check out. I go home, whatever. I come back from work, or I go to work, or I do whatever. And then 3 days later, I go to my cart and I buy it. Or let's say even take it out of my cart. Doesn't matter. But then I go, oh, wasn't I buying that thing? Then I go back to whatever item that was. Was it banana slicer? On page 2 maybe. But let's just say theoretically going back to the same product. Yeah. Okay. Now I went back to the same product, and now I buy it. But the first time I clicked on a sponsored ad and the second time I didn't, well, it doesn't matter. If you buy this product within 7 days, it's going to show up in Seller Central. And for example, on Samurai Seller, we actually, this data, they give us 30 days, which is more accurate because if you think about it, someone bought something today and then they waited 20 days. Let's say, especially if you sell something expensive, they could add to their cart in like say Black Friday, and then before Christmas they buy it because now they're waiting for deals or they're checking their cart to see if it's lower price. So if it's you have that 30-day, what they call it, attribution. That just means that we have more accurate data. We have more full data. Amazon is cheap. They don't want to spend money data processing this stuff. So they give the data out to the developers, but they don't give it in their platform. They only give 7 days on their platform. And you can actually click on the button in Seller Central and you can press a little question mark in Seller Central and they'll tell you it's 7 days. Okay, 7-day sales, which we're going to get to. But on Samurai, it's 30-day sales. Okay, I hope that made sense. And then just another thing on the sales, guys. You have to understand that it can take up to 12 hours for your sales data to update. Okay, so, and this is Amazon. This is directly copy pasted from Amazon. But if you press like today, that's why we don't even have today here. On Samurai Seller, we only have yesterday, 7 days, etc. Because if you go to today on Amazon's platform, it's gonna always be wrong, and people are afraid. They're like, "Oh my gosh, like I just spent $450 and I got no sales. What happened?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, you're looking at today," and that's like, "Yes, I'm looking at today. Don't look at today. You have to do yesterday or earlier, okay? Because it takes 12 hours. And even if you look at yesterday, like at 12:01 a.m. midnight, it still might take 12 hours to update. So even yesterday would not be fully updated. But like normally in the morning, you're gonna have a lot of that data, especially because from 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. not a lot of people shop. Okay, good. Hope that's helpful. That's dollar value of sales. Okay, good. So 7-day sales. That's just, you'll see that in some reports. That's just that it's counting 7 days after the click. Okay, so if someone bought 8 days after the click, this will show absolutely nothing. 7-day sales will say 0, just because they didn't count it. And this is what reflects on Amazon's interface called Campaign Manager. Okay, 30-day sales. After the click occurs, 30 days of sales. Okay, so we get that. Software developers getting the data from Amazon, they give us 30 days available, which is awesome. Okay, good. Another thing you'll see on some reports, advertised SKU sales. Okay, this is the amount of sales that are done for the product that was being advertised. So, for example, let's just go back here. So I click on this guy's ad, or this guy's ad. Let's say I went here. Okay, click on the ad, but then I go and I buy this red one, add it to my cart, and I buy it. Okay, awesome. Woo, great. Well, that would not be an advertised SKU sale because that product was for another color. So this right here, it would not be an advertised SKU sale. It would be the next thing called the other SKU sales. Okay, and that could also be, for example, hey, I didn't like this, but then I somehow went to this guy's right over here, and I saw that he's also selling this jewelry box thing, right? I really wanted to buy a jewelry box, and then I bought this jewelry box, right? So now, this would also be an other SKU because it's the same brand, and Amazon will count that, and they'll say, hey, that ad was successful. Even if nobody ever bought that product, but as long as they're clicking that ad and then buying a product from you, and there's some exceptions in more advanced type of ads, but most of the time it's just another one of your products, okay? So, other SKU, other products, that would be other SKU sales, okay? And they lump these together, okay? And what you'll see in the interface and here as well, and I think, yeah, we just have sales. We lump them together here because generally, that ad is making you sales. And Amazon lumps them together too in the interface, okay? So it's advertised SKU plus other SKU. But if you download some reports or things like that, they can show you the separation of that. Okay, cool. Now, this is one of the most important ones of Amazon called advertising cost of sale, or ACOS, okay? Or some people say ACOS. What is your ACOS? Okay. So this is just how much money you spent per sale as a percentage. That's my definition, okay? So I'm gonna put this back on. So listen, if I spend, let's say $3, right? And I got $10 of sales, it means your advertising cost of sales is 30%, okay? If I want to sell that globe up there, right there, and just logically speaking, if that globe sells for $10, you don't want to spend $10 or more to sell it because you have you have shipping costs, you have Amazon fees, you have product costs. Okay, so your advertising cost of sale or your ACOS, you want it to be pretty low. You want it to be low, as low as possible. I mean, Yes, you can be aggressive and have it higher, but it just represents how much money you're spending. So if that globe, cost me, whatever, $5, and Amazon fees were $3. Okay, let's just say that's what it was. Okay, so that means Amazon is going to pay me $2 for selling that thing. No, they're going to pay me. Sorry, they would pay me. That's funny. So it would pay me 7, right? But 5 went to the globe, so my profit was 20%. Now, if my advertising cost of sale is also 20%, that means I made 0 money on that sale, which is not necessarily bad, because if you don't make money on the sale, Amazon can still give you more sales. Okay, they can still give you more sales. So yeah. The whole point of this, okay, $3 to get $10 is 30%. If you spend 15 to get $10 in sales, your ACOS is 150%. Okay, so one thing that a lot of people do is, hey, as long as your ACOS is less than your profit margin, then you're not losing money and your ads are pretty good. That's just, a lot of people have that kind of strategy because you make money on the other sales that are not from ads. Okay, now some tacos, total ACOS. Okay, so it's important in a company to know how much you're actually, spending on ads overall. Okay, because what happens is, on that one globe, if I only made that one sale, my whole account, and I put, $3, it cost me $3 for the fees, $5 for my globe, and then $2 for ads, and I made 0 money, and now that's the only one unit I sold, I literally made no money. Now that's bad. So what happened here, your total ACOS, okay, your total ACOS would be really high. Okay, that's your total ACOS would be 20%, because if you spent $2, right? $2 divided by the $10 of your total sales. Okay, 20% is extremely high on total ACOS. Okay, generally, I put here, people are normally between 3 to, again, 30%. Some people do have 30%. So it is your gross sales, your total sales between ads, no ads, all that. So all your sales, okay? And then you take what your advertising total spend is, and you divide your spend by your total sales, okay? And again, here I have an example. If you sell $100,000 a month and you spend $3,000 on ads, your total ACOS will be 3%. Your ACOS might be, 30%, 20%, 35%, maybe even 50%. Honestly, these two do not always correlate to each other, okay? They're actually very, very different, because you could have just not run any ads, run ad, and spend $30 to sell your $10 globe. That's 300% ACOS, but you sold 1,000 globes elsewhere. That was just you failing on ads. So low total ACOS does not mean you're effective at ads. It just means, hey, you're not losing all your money on ads, okay? Because if you look at this sometimes, anyways, just be aware of this number, your total advertising cost of sale, or sometimes people call it tacos. Okay, cool. Ad. It's pretty simple. That's literally like, let me go to this product, and an ad is either like, where is the ads here? Okay, so this is an ad. Okay, it's image, the title, the price, and if you search, now I'm here, so I'm just gonna do it. Jewelry box, right? My spelling is bad, sorry, I think. Okay, good. So this is an ad, okay? And then what all it is image, text, and other stuff, okay? The whole point is to get somebody to buy. Okay, so target. Targeting is Amazon's way of telling people, letting the advertiser say who's going to buy the product. I'll just read it. The way Amazon is allow you to select who will be seeing your ad. Okay, it can be based on the customer search, or it can be based on the interest of the customer on special types of ads. It can be based on what page they're currently on, or you can select people who have previously visited your product pages or your competitors' pages. So, if I am selling this, if I'm selling this cheese slicer, right? This guy could say, hey, anytime somebody's searching for a slicer, right, then show my product there. Or they can even say, hey, anybody who's searching this exact product, put my product right there. Or they can say, when somebody searches, let's say this, oh gosh. Someone searches my brand name and my thing, put me there. Okay, if he wasn't here, I would have been very sad for him. because that's his brand name. You always want to defend your brand name when someone's searching that brand name, because that's the easiest sale. If I'm literally putting that brand name in, I probably want to buy his. So sometimes people don't pay attention and then leave other people to have all that stuff there. Then I only have one spot. Anyway, so this guy is now targeting, okay, this search to put him here. He was also targeting this guy's page to put his ad here, okay? So that's, Amazon lets you choose where you want to put your ad, and that's what targeting is. Okay, bid. So this is the maximum amount of money that someone is willing to spend to have their ad show. All right, so not show, really to be clicked on, I would say. So here, right, this guy's bid might be $1.50. Okay, so he's saying that if I click on here, he'll pay up to $1.50 for every single click. Right, now what might happen if you keep clicking and keep clicking and never buy it, his advertising cost of sale, or his A cost, would be really high, because I maybe did 10 clicks at $1.50 each, $15 in spend, and I never bought it from him. So then that advertiser might say, oh, this is not a good idea. Let me lower my bid. I'm only going to spend 50 cents for that click. And then he might move down back here. Okay. So that's the maximum amount you're willing to spend for one single click. And it doesn't mean you're always going to spend that amount. Okay. This guy, even if you put like $100 bid. Now I don't recommend anybody ever put a $100 bid, but let's say he put like a $4 bid. He probably will not pay anywhere near $4. He'll probably pay $1, and we'll go over that mechanism later. Okay, default bid. So here, you can have many types of targeting. So you can be targeting someone searching stainless steel slicer. You have someone targeting chop, cut, diced cheese cutter or handheld cutter, right? You can have many different targets in one group, okay? And your default bid, you're like, hey, I just went and got like a bunch of things that people might search for and put it in. Amazon just put $1 for all of them. That's your default bid, okay? And then we're going to go into this ad group, okay? So an ad group, it's an ad, and it's made up of the ad, okay? So you're saying which product, right? Which product, the image, the text, the price of that product, the target, okay? So where are you going to show it? And your default bid, okay? You create that, okay? And you can give a name to it. You say like my best ad group or pumpkin seed ad group or whatever, okay? Nobody sees the name of the ad group. This is just a thing on your dashboard. It actually doesn't do anything for the customer. It's just organization for you, okay? And then your default bid is on your ad group, and then you can put a bid for a certain targeting type, which is could be like, normally it's like a keyword. The targeting is normally like a keyword, which we'll go over to in a little bit later. Yeah, it's just what the person is searching, and we'll go into it deeper later. Okay, so campaign. Okay, a campaign has at least one ad group, okay? And it could have several ad groups, and it has one budget. Okay, so what happened is you might want to put all of your ad groups. And again, this is not advice. I actually don't follow this strategy, but let's say you could put 5 ad groups for all your different colors of stuff. And then you only want to spend, more than $50 of ads you only want to spend $50 for those things. So that's what you have there. Cool. And it's just to control your spending. It's pretty simple. And again, it's just a thing that Amazon uses for you, the advertiser. It's not for the customer. Okay, cool. Conversion is when you sell a customer. So you converted the customer from a window shopper to a customer. Okay. You did not convert them. You just converted them from a shopper. Now they actually are a customer of yours. They bought, right? So if you make 3 sales, it's 3 conversions. All right. That's pretty cool. So now conversion rate. This is the percentage of your shoppers that bought something. Now this is super important too. I'm just going to talk here. So conversion rate is just like, hey, how effective is your sales page? Okay. If you have an ultra effective sales page, let's say half of everybody going to that page is buying, your conversion will be 50%. That is ridiculous. That's super good. If you have a 50% conversion rate, like, well, that product is selling like crazy. Or maybe only a stranger and your grandma went to go and your grandma bought. Now you have 50% conversion rate. So, but if you have a lot of volume, it probably means you're a really good sales person, or that page is selling really well. You set up the page very well. Now, this has so much influence to Amazon, because Amazon wants to get the most money possible. Now, if Amazon's sending you people and you're only selling, 1 out of every 10 people that come. Now, unless your product is a very high priced, for Amazon, that's a pretty low. Okay. Now, for a regular website, that's actually pretty high, honestly. Like a regular website, if you have your own website, you sell your own stuff, 10% conversion rate is considered very high. Now, the reason Amazon, there's so many sales on Amazon is because people, like Amazon has their credit card already. They trust Amazon. They know they can get returns. So normally conversion rates on Amazon are way higher. So, we've seen products with no joke conversion rate of like 40%, 50%, 60%. Like, well, at Christmas time and stuff like that. It's like nuts, right? People just go and they buy, go and they buy, go and they buy. So if you have a higher conversion rate, Amazon generally loves you more. Between the click, if you have a high click-through rate, a lot of people see you and then click on you, and then you have a high conversion rate. That is what you're looking for. High conversion rate, high click-through rate, ads will be super easy to run because you basically target anybody, they come in, they buy. That's amazing. Those things are super, super important. Conversion rate, percentage of people that buy that go to your page. 100 people go to your page, 40 people buy, that's a 40% conversion rate. That's amazing. Okay. So, let's see, conversion rate, and it's very easy. Now, you have a conversion rate for your ads as well. So there's a conversion rate for your overall listing, right? Or your page, right? So you can have like 1,000 people come from all sorts of places, and you sold 200 people, that's a 20% conversion rate. But here's the thing. On your ads, you can have an ad conversion rate. Because, so for example, I'll show you here. On here, the people who search, let's say, cheese slicer, ended up going to this guy's page. They may really already want a cheese slicer. But if I'm here on this cutter page, me clicking on this, maybe the people who are on this page and click through here, only 5% of them buy because they're just window shopping. They're just like going around like, oh, look, here's a cheese slicer. Here's an apple slicer. I'm getting an egg slicer. This person's maybe like me right now, searching. I'm like a super hot customer. So I click on a bunch of these things. I don't buy anything. Conversion rate is very low. Now, if I search like, banana slicer, whatever. If I just search banana slicer, I'm pretty likely to buy this guy. He's Amazon's choice. A high percentage of people, and I could even look that up, but I'm not going to right now. Amazon does share with you like how much percentage of the clicks does this guy get compared to these other guys. So, but you could look, and it's probably something maybe 20% of the clicks he's getting, 20 or 30%. Who knows? But it's very high. These guys get a lot. Then this guy might get a little bit. The top gets a little bit. They all share. All right. So if you have a high click-through rate, high conversion rate, you're awesome. You're amazing. And your ad has a different conversion rate than this here. Okay. And even him, if he promoted this guy's product on this guy's page, the conversion rate for that ad would be less. Okay, good. Session. Okay, so this is just when a person goes and sees your product page. Okay. It's kind of like maybe they're sitting down and they're having coffee and they're looking at your listing. They call it a session. I don't know why, but they do. So that's just when someone visits your page. All right. So I had a session. I've had many sessions right here. I just clicked on here. This is now one session for them. Okay. So now the fact that I didn't buy, or I'm not going to buy this thing, their conversion rate is a little tiny bit less because I clicked, I got a session, but I did not actually buy. So your conversion rate is going to be, how many people buy divided by your sessions or your visits or whatever you want to call that. Okay. Now there's this number. Okay. Because if you go to Seller Central, it's Amazon's platform, you will not see this word conversion rate. Okay. This is the normal word that people use in e-commerce. Okay. People use this all the time. Amazon makes their own thing. They make their own rules. It's called unit session percentage. And I actually understand that. After you'll probably understand after I talk to you about this. It's their version of conversion rate. And there, instead of the number of people that buy, it is how many units they're actually buying. Okay. So now it's units sold divided by number of sessions. Okay. And it could be over 100%. Now, of course, anybody knows your conversion rate can't be over 100% because you can only sell the people that go to your page. 100% will be the maximum. But here, if this number, if 10 people went to your page and only one person bought, so your conversion rate is 10%, but if that person bought 20 units, unit session percentage would be 200%. Why? Because you have 10 sessions and 20 units. So that is 20 divided by 10. That would be 200% or whatever, 200%, right? Okay. So there you go. This number means a lot to Amazon. And that's why in some cases you'll see like, hey, buy 3 if you do this. And who knows, maybe let's see if these guys have their game on. Sometimes they'll run promotions right here. Nope. This guy's maybe not an amazing seller. I don't want to click on that. Let's go to someone that definitely will have it, which is like, iPad case or something. Some top seller, iPad case. Let's see. I'll bet this guy has it. Boom! Look at that. Woo! Okay. So 10% on this when you purchase one or more. Okay. 10% when you purchase one or more of the other thing. 10%. Okay, this is like just trying to sell a bunch of stuff. Because what happens now is they had one session. They're having one session, but they're going to maybe sell 3 units, 2 units, 5 units, right? So this unit session percentage is going to go up, and Amazon loves this because they don't want you to have a high conversion. Well, of course they want you to have a high conversion rate, but they want you to have a high unit session percentage. Because that means every, one person they send you, they're going to get the most units sold. And of course, more units means more dollars for Amazon. So they love this number, and you'll see it in your Seller Central. Okay, auction. Okay, I'm going to go into this deeper in another training, but this is how Amazon chooses which ads to put in the spots on Amazon. Okay, they call it an auction. Imagine, you're sitting in a room and they go, okay, who wants to be on page 1 for, banana slicer? And then you go, well, I want to be. I'll give you $1. Oh no, I want to be on page 1 banana slicer. I'll give you 50 cents. No, wait, I wouldn't do that because someone has $1. But in this case, it's not linear, meaning it's not like I go, then you go, then you go. Everybody kind of puts their bid in. It's more like a silent auction. Everybody goes in, puts their numbers, and then Amazon goes, okay, here's the page, and they look. And they look at all these things. They're going to look at your click-through rate, your conversion rate, all sorts of stuff, and your bid. They're going to say, oh, well, this guy, his bid, and I don't know exactly how they calculate it, but like if your click-through rate is 0.0000 and your bid is $10, they won't pick you because you're wasting their ad space. You have to have a click-through rate that's actually worth something, if that makes sense. Okay, cool. So then they look at all those things and they say, okay, well, this guy is the most relevant. Basically, per like spot, they're going to make the most money. I believe that's just being kind of a logical person. I believe that's how they're going to pick. If you actually are serving their customer, a lot of people are going to click on you. You're going to pay them high for the click. You're going to sell the customer. You're going to make them more money than if they didn't click on you and went to the guy next to you. So you make give Amazon the most money. They're going to show your ad. They're going to want you to click to get clicked on it because they only make money if you get clicked on. Okay, so they compare all that stuff. Okay, so if you have a super high conversion rate, super high click-through rate, super high everything, but you're not even telling Amazon, hey, I'll spend up to $1. The other guy who's going to spend up to $2 will have his thing show up. You won't show up at all. If you put you're going to do 2 cents, they go, 2 cents, it's not enough, forget it. Okay, so they decide that. They don't show exactly how they do it, but you can go to Amazon's help page, which is actually linked to in the article right there. And it just says that it's depending on the relevancy of your ad, which relevancy, the way they're going to determine that is your click-through rate and your conversion rate. And also, your if that keyword is in your title or in your listing somewhere, because they're not even going to try to show me up. If I'm bidding for Britney Spears, for example, and I'm selling a banana slicer, they're not even going to put me up there because I haven't told them I have a Britney Spears banana slicer or Britney Spears whatever, okay? So it has to be relevant. So it's click-through rate, conversion rate, and I would say obviously for sure is does it match what the customer is looking for, okay? And then your current bid. Okay, so those 2 things. Between those 2 things, they pick. And they say, we run auctions to determine which ads to show the shopper based on their search. Boom. Okay, good. Manual bidding. Okay, so here, this is the advertiser actually selects the exact searches and exact product listings to place their product on. And the difference, as opposed to, let's say, Amazon allowing you Amazon doing everything themselves, which we'll go to the next time, but they can just say, hey, we're going to look at your stuff. We're going to try to put you in different places and hopefully we'll make you some sales. That's Amazon. That's automatic bidding, which we'll go to in a second. But manual bidding is like, hey, I have a banana slicer. I want to show up for banana slicer, best banana slicer, best, funny gift for Christmas. You say, I want to show up for these things. Okay. And this advertising is the most efficient for sure because you will waste less money on customers who do not want your product. But automatic bidding will help you find things that you maybe didn't think of. Okay, so automatic bidding is Amazon's method of looking at your listing and then deciding which customers they will show your ads to. And they're going to probably say, hey, we're just going to try for like Christmas gift. It could be a gift. They're just going to try it. Whether or not you have gift in your thing, they'll maybe try it. Maybe they will see, hey, if you have the word kitchen in there somewhere, they're going to check kitchen gadget. If you have the word banana, they're going to check banana or ripe bananas, banana grocery delivery. Even if you have a banana slicer, they'll do that. And they even do some really weird stuff. So maybe I put like my banana slicer works really well in the summer, and then they'll put me to show up for like summer dress. So you have to realize they will go off and do a bunch of crazy stuff with it. And in our software Samurai Seller, we have a way to prevent some of their crazy stuff here, and I'll show you some of the stuff. So like labels for jars, circuit accessories, and it's a marker. What the hell is that, right? So like some of these get a little bit crazy, and so this just takes away like, hey, the ones that were bad and are not making sales, we can make a couple buttons and get rid of those forever. That's what our software does. But like you can get a report and get that data too. You don't need to pay us if you don't want to save time. Okay, so anyway, so these kinds of ads show up on search results and product detail pages. Okay, so automatic ads, not only will they show up if someone searches like over here, circus poster or something, right? So like, sure, you can show up here on auto because maybe you put like this banana slicer is great for elephants from the circus, and then they put you here for circus poster. But let's say you went into here, automatic campaign also has you show up here in this sponsored products related to this item. Okay. Yeah, so they put you up in all sorts of different places. You have less control of your ads, but you can always find new keywords. I pretty much, we run this on every single product that we have. And it's very successful to find new keywords. I think it's definitely worth it. And we have some strategies, the ways that we use them. I love automatic bidding. I love manual bidding. I love all advertising on Amazon. Okay, good. Campaign Manager. This is the place in your Seller Central where you can view your advertising performance in your account, as well as make changes to your bids, keywords, and other things. Not all information is available in Campaign Manager, but a lot of it is. So some of that automatic, where they're putting your ad using automatic bidding or automatic campaigns will not be available in Campaign Manager. You have to download a special report or use a software like Samurai Seller. There's other things that they won't show you writing Campaign Manager, but there is a lot. I mean, it's pretty decent. Like they just started to keep like a change log of every time you do a change, but we keep that in Samurai Seller. Who knows? They're getting better. Okay, good. Organic. So there's like organic results. Okay, so all that means is it's not paid. Okay, so here, if I search for banana slicer again, banana slicer. By the way, if you want to have some fun, read the reviews of this banana slicer. It's actually hilarious. It's really, really funny. This doesn't even tell it much, but it has so many reviews because people are doing jokes with the reviews. Okay, good. So that's why I always use banana slicer. I think it's a fun product. So, this is an organic result. This is number one organic placement, number one organic rank. These are all organic. This is organic. This is organic. This is organic. This is organic because it's not paid for. Very simple. Let's see. Amazon uses their own methods to place the best products it thinks customers wants to buy based on their location, search, etc. So for sure, Amazon believes this is the most relevant product for me. I just searched banana slicer. They're like, hey, the most likely thing you're going to do is buy this product. Probably the next second thing, most likely you're going to buy this product. And this is based on their own thing, and they make no additional money. If you click on here, they do not get money on that click. They only get money if you click on here or here, even if you don't buy. Because right now I can click on here and Amazon doesn't make any money, right? Unless I buy it. But if I click on this little sausage, whatever thing over here, and I don't buy, Amazon still makes money. Okay, good. Sponsored. This just means that it's paid for. So it's the opposite of organic. This is sponsored. This is sponsored. And this is sponsored right here. Okay, cool. Sponsored products. Okay, this is the type of advertising that Amazon, that is used most on Amazon. Okay, it includes advertising types that blend in with normal results, which we went over. That's this. This is sponsored products right here. This up here is not sponsored products. That up here is called sponsored brands. Okay, but sponsored products, it includes these or ones that blend in. It also includes, like on this page, this line of stuff down here. It says sponsored. Nope. Huh, they don't have it here. Oh, here it is. Okay, sponsored products related to this item. It is there. This is sponsored products. Okay, sponsored products. And again, this is the most effective. And if you think about it, the person searches banana slicer. These blend in. It's very, and iPad case again is more. These sell. I promise you right here, these three guys are making sales from these ads. This guy maybe not so much, but he's trying. He may not make that much money, and then he may stop spending that there. Who knows? But a lot of times these 3 spots are very, very profitable. And let's see. Good. Sponsored brands. This used to be called headline search ads. Love that name way better, but hey, Amazon changed it. It's called sponsored brands. And they're keyword targeted. This is Amazon's help page on the subject. And this is taken from Amazon directly. They're keyword targeted ads that show up on the top of search or below search. Oh, actually, I modified this slightly. And the reason I did that is because here, they do show at the bottom. Look at this. Down here, these 3 are sponsored brands. This is not sponsored products. Down here is called sponsored brands. And what they take is the beginning of your thing here. So you know when you set up this ad, you put the 3 products that you're going to advertise. And then you put this little like thumbnail image over here. And you put some text. Okay. They take this. They take out those 3 products. They'll put it right here. So these, see, this is the same thing. Superior case. Okay, superior case for your, right? So it's the same exact ad. Okay. So it might even be like they didn't have 2 ads. They could be the exact same one, just showing up twice on the page. I believe. Not 100% sure on that, but if not, they just have 2 of them with the same copy. Okay, cool. Great. You can check out more on sponsored brands there. That's all I'm going to do for here. These advanced keywords section I will cover later. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Just comment on the video. I will be doing a lot more training on ads. I want everybody to understand ads because this is a huge, huge potential. And again, just a takeaway, if you learn every single thing about the ads, when you go and you check the data in Samurai, you check the data in your Seller Central, you understand what's going on, you can make decisions, right? Because I know there's a lot of guys that just say, hey, you know, Monday adjust these bids, Tuesday do this. And I'm cool with that. And I do think you should have a system. But before you do anything, understand, hey, you did an amazing job going into here, looking at these words and understanding it. And you should go and look at your own account, check those things out, say, okay, what does that mean? Okay, how do I, click-through rate. How can I improve my click-through rate? Change your main image. How can you improve your conversion rate? Add a video. Okay, these different things. Now you understand them. And if you don't, just go back, watch the video again, you know, search online, ask questions. But if you understand the basics and the fundamentals, you will do an amazing job. So thank you so much for listening. You got to the end, and go through this as many times as you want. I mean, I literally doing this stuff. I'm like, okay, good. So what is this? What does Amazon say? Read the help page. Dive into it, because when you know this, you can sell so much more on Amazon, make so many more sales. Thank you guys for listening. Have a great one, and see you soon.